In this Excel video, I will show you 2 great ways to convert formulas to values. And the second one is amazing. This is going to be fun. Let's get started. So here I am in Excel, just a blank workbook, and I'm going to click here on A1 and type equals sequence. If you're not familiar with the sequence function, watch my video on that topic. But I'm going to use this formula to create a sequence of numbers, 3 rows and 10 columns. I'll tap enter, and now it looks like I have 1 through 30 in Excel. But if I click on a specific cell, let's say G3, and look in the formula bar, this shows that I don't really have the number 27 in G3. I have a formula, and the formula really isn't even stored there. This is what's called a dynamic array. The sequence function creates dynamic arrays, and Excel has recently added all sorts of great functions that do this kind of thing. But regardless of whether this cell has a formula that's part of a dynamic array, or whether it has just a formula in it, if I'm going to use this data going forward, it might be better to convert the data from a formula to actual numbers. If I really want E1 to have 5 in it and H2 to have 18 in it instead of just a formula, this video will show you what to do. We're going to look at 2 methods. Method 1 is to click and drag to highlight the range of data, and then hold Control and tap C to copy. So I've copied that range. Now I'm going to paste the range. Now where am I going to paste it? I'm going to actually paste it right on top of the existing data, starting here in A1. So I'll click on A1. Now I'm not going to do a Control V. You might think paste is Control V. Yeah, that's true, but this is a special paste. I'm going to hold Control, hold Shift, and tap V, and it pastes in the data that was based on a dynamic array using the sequence function, and it was all generated from A1. It took that data and pasted it as real data, real numbers in the cells. So now if I click, let's say on H2, it actually does have the number 18 inside it. This is a fantastic technique, but wait until you see method number 2. I'm going to hold Control and tap Z a couple of times to get back to the sequence dynamic array formula that's putting this information on the screen. And I'll tap Escape, but this time I'll click and drag to highlight the range, and then I'll put my mouse pointer at the very edge of this range of data. And I'm going to right click, not left click. I'll drag away from the existing range and then back onto the existing range. I'll release the right mouse button and choose Copy here as values only. And look, Excel has done the exact same thing as I demonstrated with Control-Shift-V, but this time it was done strictly by using the right mouse button to drag away and drag back. Copy here as values only. Trust me, as you use Excel, you're going to see hundreds and hundreds of examples of when these 2 techniques are useful. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, please like, follow, and subscribe. And when you do, click the bell and you'll be notified when I post another video. If you'd like to support the channel, the best way to do that is to become a channel member, but you could also click the thanks button below the video. You could support me through my Patreon account or by buying channel merch, and you'll see information about those options in the description below the video. And please do share this video with friends, colleagues, family members that you think could benefit from it. Speaking of channel merch, I hope you'll consider buying these incredibly attractive Technology for Teachers and Students t-shirts. We also have other merch like mugs and things like that. And to finish the video, I do want to say a special thank you to my fantastic Super Techie channel supporters. You are the backbone that helps me continue to make these Excel videos on a regular basis. Thank you.